Have you guys heard of a game called Path of... No, don't leave! I'm kidding. It's a prank. It's a prank. Don't leave, chat. No, we're not... Relax. It was a joke. No, don't leave my stream. It was a joke. Let's watch this video while we're waiting, chat. What do the devs have to say? Dude, this looks so clean.
Hello everyone, my name is Caroline and I am the champion designer on Blitzcrank. And with me, we have...
Yo, the champion designer on Blitzcrank. I didn't know there was like... Wait, she must be like the team leader, right? There's no way just one person is the champion designer, is there?
I'm Alex. I'm the lead champion designer on 2XKO.
Oh. Okay, so he's the lead designer, and she works specifically on Blitzcrank under him. Okay, got it.
Blitzcrank is a champion that we knew from the beginning that we really wanted to have in our game.
We knew Blitz was going to be our first true grappler in the game.
Yo, chat. Yo, are we going to be true grapplers? I mean, we have to play him now. We got to main him. We're literally grappler.
Look at those hands.
Yeah, they're ready.
Grab you.
They're ready for that command grab. Blitzcrank is from Zon. They were kind of designed to clean up after all the sump and all of the waste that's all around there. So we actually named a lot of their moves after that. When thinking about designing a grappler in 2XKO, usually grapplers are really...
Chat, I can't keep hearing the word grappler. It's killing me. Bro, every time I hear a grappler, I feel like I'm being personally called. It's just calling my name, literally. Chat, we're famous.
The slow and the, you know, Blitzcrank doesn't quite move the fastest. You see there, it takes them a little while to get from one end of the screen to the other.
You'll get there, little buddy.
But the place that Blitzcrank really wants to be is up close. This is the desired position.
I think it's very important, personally, for me to really enjoy grapplers. I want them to be a bit slow in movement. I think that's important because I want to feel like a juggernaut, you know? I want to feel like when I get there, you're not stopping me, but it might take me a little bit of time to get there. But once I'm there, you know, I'm just a unstoppable force. I walk towards you, and brother, you better be ready.
Position for a Blitzcrank player to be. And we have this big, beefy command grab. It's actually on a one-button input. So we...
Okay, what? Whoa. Wait, one-button input for command grab? So I can't misclick, you're saying?
We hold down and we press S2 and we get garbage collection. You can see how much damage that did more than a quarter of Jinx's life. The counterplay to this is to jump. And so even if you were jumping, I could also jump and command grab.
Bro, that's insane. I talked about this before because I saw you can command grab while jumping, but that's nuts.
Blitzcrank kind of cheats a little bit where they have a special
you just can't make
that
every
will
stream
actually
anymore.
Bring the opponent right next to them. These rocket grabs are on Blitzcrank's S1
I will tell him
specials.
you said hi.
They have the ability to pull you in on hit or on block. So even if you block this, I'll be able to bring you into this.
I feel like you really don't want to block versus Blitz because if you block versus him, he can command grab your block or he can pull you on the block. But what do you follow up with here?
Grapple zone. And if you're continuing to block, then I would just grab you out of that spot and we're put into the same position again. You might notice that
Hey, my name is Zoe.
the rocket grab
Level 8
has
hype
this
train? That's crazy. I've not had one of those in a very long time. Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you, everybody.
follow up into an uppercut. And this is actually inspired by the League of Legends QE combo. And even if you're jumping in the air, I would be able to yoink you from the
Wait, what was that? Huh?
air. Jumping in the air, I
Oh, that's disgusting. Wait, that's a true combo? So if you jump, you can just pull in...
would be able to yoink you from the air. And even if I'm on the ground and you're in the air, I can restand you back into this position right in front of Blitz, right in your face. With down S1, Air Purifier, Blitzcrank pulls them out of the air and kind of pulls them in right to next to their side. So you can even call your assist to continue the combo.
Okay, that's a problem because I don't plan on playing assists. I plan on playing Juggernaut, so that's a combo I'm not going to be able to do.
Or you can do this kind of guaranteed input where Blitzcrank will switch sides and put them into a ground bounce. You might notice this bar at the bottom here with a little puff. What Blitz does here is...
He does the Donkey Kong move.
They can start spinning their arm to generate steam, and the steam kind of converts into this electricity, and that empowers their special moves in unique ways that actually help them with their next interaction.
I love
And
that.
Blitzcrank holds on to the steam when tagged out. You can charge a little bit, tag out, and then come back and actually finish the charge. It stops the decaying
awesome.
from happening as well.
That's nice.
Basically, what happens is Blitzcrank gets empowered S1 special. Let's take a look at the S1 rocket grab. What this does is it comes out a little bit faster, and then it blasts through, and then you get a little combo at the end. So the other things that you get from Steam
Okay, so you always want to generate steam because then you can actually true combo out of your grabs. That makes sense.
are all of Blitzcrank's down S2 command grabs will actually have 1 hit of armor. If you hold down
So
S2,
broken.
Blitzcrank does a little run while
Wait, why did he miss there? She dodged?
Blitzcrank does a little
Wait, what happened there? Wait, what? Wait, what happened here? That shouldn't be out of range, bro. Look. How is that out of range? Really? Okay.
does a little run while doing the command grab, and they're actually armored through the whole time that they are doing this when they have steam. So I'm gonna just run at you, and then you can try to jab me out of it. Yeah.
I gotta do this. The classic.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
That
The
happened to me too
jump
many
in.
times in games. Like, I got this.
Very
He's
close,
like,
yeah.
oh, don't worry,
Okay.
I can hit this robot. The other ways that Blitzcrank can gain steam are through some of their S2 specials. Probably one of my favorite moves. It's called the Wrecking Ball, and it's their Air S2. Blitzcrank turns into a little wrecking ball, and
So that
you
gives them
gain
steam
steam
too.
with each hit of it,
Okay.
including the little flip out that they do here.
There's a lot of combo depth
Okay.
in sort of picking where you're optimizing for damage or meter gain or steam gain or spending your steam to get that extra damage. We don't want Blitz to be like too brainy a character, right? It's more about knowing your opponent than it is about like knowing a million different routes that you have to use differently in every situation. So plenty of optimization you can take on if you want to.
Yeah.
But a lot of stuff just works and works pretty intuitively.
Other ways to get Blitzcrank into kind of a stronger state to give you a bit more advantage for the next move is the S2 Rocket Punch. And so I can punch through the projectiles, and then I can actually cancel that into a rocket grab. So on hit, on block, I can kind of do a little 1-2 punch and pull them in. One way that we wanted to add some more of a
So he
hit.
can punch through projectiles, similar to like Braum when he uses a shield strike. That's really useful.
Hands feel for our grappler mains in our game was to kind of add in some extra tech. And one way that we did that is by adding in a car cancel. It's a little subtle, but what you are doing here is taking the forward S2 spinning turbine and then canceling it into the crouch S2 garbage collection. And what that does is it gives Blitzcrank a little bit of an extra boost. So if I'm over here and I'm like, oh, I just whiffed that grab.
I feel so safe.
You
You're
are so
so far
safe. But if I added in the forward S2 momentum, it adds that momentum to the grab, then I can suddenly close that distance and grab Jinx out of the corner. One interesting thing here
Okay.
is that even when you are doing the car canceled version of garbage collection, it actually changes the name to prompt disposal because it's faster. But
Okay.
it maintains the armor from the steam. So if I were to do this and like Jinx were to try
Oh,
to hit
that's
me during
disgusting.
it, then I would
Yo,
actually
that's
keep
some
that
that's some serious range on that. He's setting up the spin here, which actually has forward momentum, and then he pops grab, and this is pretty far away for the grab to work. That is really high range. So in reality, if you do the spin, the game thinks you're closer than you actually are.
like Jinx were to try to hit me
That's
during it, then
unless the super armor gives you more range for grab. I'm not sure.
I would actually keep that armor. You might be wondering, can I continue the step into the running version of this? And you actually can't. So you're kind of opting into whether or not you want the running version of this, and you actually can't.
Because like that, this is, yeah, this has to be very close to grab.
So you're kind of opting into whether or not you want to calculate the perfect distance versus the slower version, which will guaranteed, but it takes a lot longer to get there.
So there's like an execution test and kind of an awareness test, understanding your space.
Exactly. The better you know your champion, the better that you'll be able to execute these. If your opponent's kind of starting to predict that you're going to do the rocket grab and then they parry it, you can just fake them out. And then I just go into the steam charge, and now I got free steam while she was parrying.
Busy posing.
Busy posing.
This Steam thing is one of the things I love the most about this character. I'll tell you why. I love characters that punish you for being passive versus me. Okay, so it's like playing control in card games. I hate it when I'm getting stalled. If my opponent has a stall strategy, Like where they're just sitting behind, just shooting projectiles and just buying time. I hate that. Blitz punishes that by saying, oh, you want to stall? Fine, let me build up steam. So you're forcing them to be the aggro deck, right? Does that make sense? I can force every opponent to play aggro because if they don't play aggro, they lose the game. That feels so good to me. That's why I didn't main them. Like I played a little bit of Smash. Okay, so my favorite characters were other, but I really did enjoy the Samus and Donkey Kong playstyle in Smash because they did exactly that. Oh, you want to be running around the map? Fine, I get to charge up my Samus or I get to charge up my Donkey Kong. It feels great. You gotta be on top of me. Turtle play, yeah. This punishes turtle play. I want to be the turtle, you know? I want to be in the turtle club. You know, I want to be the master of disguise. But anyway.
And you can just backdash out of that if you want to, right?
Yes. I can cancel out of the steam charge, and it will give me that little boost. Like it gives me about 10% each time that I go into it. And so if I just like got really good at,
I wonder if you can punish, like if you can do the thing into cancel back into grab, for example. I wonder how fast that transition is. Like or for example, not necessarily grab, but like yeah, dude, there's so many mind games you can do with that spin because whenever you start spinning, you force them to come at you, so you can actually fake spin into back into. Oh, that could be so fun.
Backdash canceling, then I could just stay pretty safe, stay pretty far back, and get that full bar of steam.
That feels really good.
And then capitalize on it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And that's another place where we see some of the fancier combos, right? People like getting a wall bounce, doing a little bit of a steam charge in there, backdashing, and then continuing the combo. I love that
It's
stuff.
so cool. To round out Blitzcrank's kit, we've got supers as well. We have two supers on Blitzcrank's kit. One is kind of what we use mostly for combo enders, the S1 Super Helping Hand. And you can hit this OTG off the ground, and you can also deal a ton of damage.
Being able to hit that off the ground is really good because like very often once they're on the ground, you can't really keep damaging them. That's great.
What it does is it actually gives you a full bar of steam when you hit the opponent with it, whether they block or they get hit by it.
Oh, that's dirty, dude. You get to fill your steam for free?
You can tell by the spinny arm.
You can tell by
So then you just get, so you can do that and now you have guaranteed armor. That's amazing. That means you can very often guarantee another combo if you're good. That's awesome.
spinning arm. Jinx for blocking here.
That's awesome, dude.
Then I get that full steam, and technically I would be punishable here, but I would also have armor for the next interaction.
That's awesome.
So S2 Super is static field. This
Yo,
will.
I'm probably only going to use that one then. If it gives you free steam, you can use steam to set up a combo into that and then use steam to set up another one. That's sick, dude. So you can just bounce between like your. Oh wow, I love
will cause a giant electrical.
it. Because how do you set up a guarantee combo by actually getting the first hit? So you build up steam. Now that you have steam, you have armor to start off like a command grab into combo into your super, and you just got your armor back fully. It's the level 1. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's not very expensive if it's a level 1 super.
Field around them, and because I have steam, I can also hold the S2 button to spend that extra steam. Blitzcrank is the only champion in our game so far with a command grab ultimate. So they are invincible on startup, and it will grab them. So even if they're blocking, you'll be able to go into this ultimate.
Oh, that's huge. That's huge. That's like one of the things that pissed me off about Braum is that they can block your ultimate, your big one. And if they did, you just get screwed so hard. That's
because
insane.
it's a command grab, and because it's active on frame 0.
After the super freeze.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the way to defend against this, because you can't block it, is to jump. And so if the opponent's already in the air, then I wouldn't be able to get this. I can't grab them.
Why does it matter? So you just don't do it when they're jumping. If they jump, you just do it while they're going to fall to the ground and you win the game. You just do it after a jump.
And get punished for it because I made that
You deserve
decision.
it. Yeah.
So you might be like, oh, Blitzcrank is a support
Can't you just time it on their landing? Like if they jumped in the air, if they're going to land, you're good, right?
character. What is their assist like? What happens when you have them on the back line instead of on the front line? So Blitzcrank has rocket grabs as their assists as well. They have the
jump
kind
again?
of grounded rocket grab
Yeah,
that
so just
pulls
bait out their second jump.
the opponent in, and they also have an air rocket grab
Okay.
that pulls them in from the air. and it actually causes a restand, which is pretty scary. So if I were, let's say, doing an Ari combo here, and then I just kind of
Oh
I can pull
no!
them
Oh,
back
that's dirty.
and can
Okay, that's that. They need to fix that. Like that's too strong. That's too strong. Forcing a restand just means your combo never ends. That's too strong. I feel like that's way too powerful. They need to nerf it.
now continue my combo, or I can pull them back and mix them up, or even if I were to just jump over them, call a rocket grab.
I wonder if that can just give you like a touch of death with other characters, where you just go from 0 to 100, just win the game. 2 times assist.
I now have them in a sandwich situation where I can mix them up left and right.
Blitz basically just puts the opponent where you want them. And as a
Yeah.
teammate, that's kind of even stronger, right?
I guess it's kind of a double-edged sword though, because let's say you don't have that kind of synergy with your partner, and I'm like doing my little combo here, and then they pull them, or let's say Blitzcrank pulls them out of an air combo while I don't want them to, then you might want to communicate ahead of time, like, I'm gonna go for the grab, be ready for it. I don't want to mess up your combo. And so it's a really good teammate development tool.
I love that. Yeah, your team bonding exercise. Yeah.
Blitzcrank, as a support character, I'm wondering who Blitzcrank pairs really well with. So Blitz, because they want to kind of gain that steam, other support characters are actually surprisingly good teammates.
That's cool.
I have Ari on my team right now, but let's say if we have Braum on the team, Braum would be able to create that shield. Even Yasuo would be able to come in with a wind wall assist.
Oh,
and
that's dirty, dude. Braum with the shield. That's kind of sick, actually.
Blitzcrank can safely gather steam that way. So that's more for like if I want to optimize for resource. Even with using Ari as a meat shield and then I charge steam and then tag, you'd be able to do that. But Blitzcrank, because they want to get in, Ari calling the assist, getting in, and then now I'm in a perfect situation to also be in that grapple zone.
Yeah, it feels like almost every archetype works really well for Blitz because one way or another, they either get them the ability to build steam, so Blitz can bring you to them,
Right.
or they make a projectile or a hitbox so that Blitz can make their way in on their own.
It's kind of funny because I also designed Alawi. Alawi is another example of a slower champion, and they work well together because if Alawi has her tentacles out, then the command grabs just happen to put them into a situation where they get grabbed again by the tentacles. Blitzcrank is also really interesting to use with the sidekick fuse. Sidekick fuse is when you are controlling one point, they have a bigger health bar, they have more super meter. What you have are access to the assists from your secondary character. And so what Blitzcrank does here is allows you to reposition your opponent in ways that other characters in our game can't really do.
Okay.
You'd also be able to use their super assist to just get that extra hitbox on the screen to finish off your opponent.
Yeah, and Sidekick's really nice when you're trying to learn a new character, for example. You don't have to be thinking about 2 characters at once. You get to focus all your energy on, say, learning Ari, and then you've just got Blitz there to come with whoever you're trying to learn, just to bring him in and make life a little bit more fun.
Yeah, so that's Blitzcrank. You can play Blitzcrank during closed beta. If you've playtested before, no need to register again. Otherwise, you can sign up at play2xko.com.
Have fun. Don't get grabbed.
When is this out? So right now for me it's Thursday. That means we're gonna be playing it on Wednesday. No email for me, just the first beta. Yeah, I haven't got an email either about it. I was in the first alpha lab, so I should get in. Yeah, I have Twitch front page for that. It's gonna be fun.
Or do.
Yo, this looks so fun, man. I'm excited for it. I'm excited. He looks really, really good. Now, keep in mind, chat, the plan is we're going to play Blitzcrank Juggernaut Fuse. We're going to be solo Blitz, no support, no nothing. No supports. We're going to try to make Blitz work on his own. Are you excited to play Blitz mirror matches 20 times in a row? Yes. You know why? Because I'm going to be Juggernaut. My Blitz is going to be stronger than theirs. It's going to be great. There's going to be a one golem army. That's it. Psychic Fuse for front page? No. Juggernaut. All day. We're just gonna master everything he can do. We're gonna even the bad matchups, we'll figure them out. So my plan was to beat Juggernaut Braum. Like I put so much time into learning Braum, dude. On Alpha Labs 1, I got really, really good at him. I got so good at Braum. But this guy's he's even more my playstyle, dude. I played Braum because I love his Poro smash. He had a command grab. You're gonna be top 10 Blitz in the world. Who knows? Who knows? I was top 10 Iron Giant in the world. You never know. He is the grappler. True.